This Sunday in May, 6 gents, 3 ladies and 1 dog made a ride to an unknown part of the Great Wall of China. It's a hidden gem unknown to the public. Since some weeks I can watch a dancing group in front of our apartment. For a joke I call them the Rainmakers, cause they are very successful this May. We picked up our friend Scott in front of his hotel and the ride is starting. The weather isn't fine, but we didn't care. Cause I am riding a bike also, Scott is today's cameraman. Today you will see the world out of his hands and his eyes. Our first destination is Jim's shop in Chunyi. There we will meet the others. Jim and Nigel from UK are joining in, and here we go again. Nigel, who bought the old Chang yesterday, is out on his first ride with it. It was very cheap and hopefully it will not explode, he tells us. Now the landscape is green, all brown is gone. We enjoy the ride in temperatures around the mid-20s. Following the small country roads, we are now close to Mutianyu Great Wall. We are entering a valley we haven't been before. It's lovely and the river has water. That's a rare sight in the Beijing area. At the junction we are waiting now for George and Jimmy to join in. Time to relax and do a little bit shopping at the roadside. Here I could buy very good Chinese traditional herbs.
Doing okay? Yes. Up in here, then we'll go and have lunch.
On the road again, we are following Jimmy's lead to the unknown part of the Great Wall. The mountains become higher and the valley more and more narrow. The road conditions are changing from good to bad, and it goes more and more steeper uphill. Great Wall of China has a length from more than 5,000 kilometers. Sightseeing spots like Badaling and Mutianyu are crowded with tourists. Here we can enjoy it alone. Jimmy explained that this part of the Great Wall is a very certain one. It has a doorway, an arch. Imagine all the hard labor to build up these stones, and then construct a door to invite the Mongolians to come in. In this abandoned valley you have the feeling that time is standing still. But in reality it isn't. It's time to go for lunch, and so we are leaving this lovely place. Amy and Kate harvest some leaves which we will have later in a special dish. The bikes need a rest, and so do we. Lunch is set up in a small cot inside a small village. It's some kind of a small hotel where you can rent rooms to stay overnight. It's very comfortable, nice furniture and very, very clean. Lunch was delicious, and a specialty was watermelon beer. Refreshing and tasty, you can believe it. Time to go back to Beijing, and believe me, the rain dancers have been successful also today. The first raindrops are falling, but they didn't disturb us very much. For Scott, our today's cameraman and guest from Texas, it's the first time being in China. We all wish to make this day special for him. That's why we are now riding to Yellow Flower Great Wall. Here our plans have been to set up a small firework. But it didn't work out. The cellar ladies had been so intensive today that in the end we all became a little bit angry and rode away without a firework. Until now we have around 120 kilometers under our wheels. For me it's the first longer ride since last year. I start feeling my muscles while the Gents all are okay. At a friend's house it's time to say goodbye to George and Amy, Coco and Jimmy and Kate. They will stay here for a while Thomas, Scott and I will go back to Beijing. It was a good ride, an easy one, and we have fine memories in our minds. With a fresh beer in the beer garden we are sitting together for a long time, while the soft rain is falling onto the umbrellas. Dear Scott, I hope you enjoyed this day like we did. Maybe another day we will meet in Texas, and then you can bring us to the countryside on a horseback. See you then. Bye bye.